Hello everyone, this is RadTechShoe and I have some more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay for you. In this video, this is one of my older videos. I found this in the corners of my hard drive on my computer. This was done a long time ago, several prestiges ago. I'm running around with the KF5 with a foregrip silencer and red dot sight, trying to, have a little fun on domination, trying to do well, trying to cap the objectives. I managed to get a warbird here, but it doesn't actually kill anyone because everyone's running around with blind eye. So my warbird just flies around and does absolutely jack shit for me. So that was rather disappointing. But speaking of disappointing, there's one thing that I found disappointing, and that is the benefits of pre-ordering Black Ops 3 and why I will not be pre-ordering Black Ops 3 at all. And at least at this point in time, there's no reason to. And my reason for that is, well, they haven't really given me enough of an incentive to pre-order it. I mean, when you pre-order something, you should gain access to something that, you don't get anywhere else. Whether you pre-order at Best Buy or GameStop or Walmart or, online at Amazon or something like that, you should get something for it. As of right now, Treyarch is saying, go ahead and pre-order the game and you'll get access to the online multiplayer beta, and it's like, okay, what else? You get I think some places are offering a double-sided poster. It's like, well, what else other than that? Nothing. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? That's it? No in-game in-game content, and no bonuses like that, like a special gun or maybe a prestige token or something like that, because I have no idea how the prestiges work, but I remember in Black Ops 2, you used a prestige token to, keep something. Give us something to actually use in-game, because as of right now, there is no in-game benefit to pre-ordering. Literally, as of right now, it is June 28th, it's the end of June, and we have not been given any information as to what the pre-order bonuses, for Black Ops 3 are, other than access to the beta. And people are like, well, the beta is actually very important for the development of the game. It allows you as the player to play the game, to get a sample of it, and determine whether or not you want to purchase the game. And I'm like, that is a very valid point. That is absolutely true. It is a great way to see if whether or not you want to buy this game based on how it handles. However, I know Call of Duty. I know that there are going to be patches, multiple patches, layers and layers of buffs, nerfs, so on and so forth. There is no 6 months after the game is released, the game will not be the same. So how is it that when we're just under 6 months away from the street date of the game, where the beta right now, the way it is, will be how the game is released? There's no guarantee of anything after the beta is done that the core game will be the same as the beta. That on street date, that the street date release of the game will be the same as the beta, or how much the beta will change. We have no idea how much change is going to happen. And I know some people are like, well, that's your job as a consumer. If you want to give them good feedback, play the beta. It'll allow them to sample more and get information from a wider range of people. The more people that play the beta, the more data they can gather, and the better effort they can make into making the game, more playable and enjoyable. And I'm like, okay, there's another valid point. You definitely want as many people as you can to do your sampling from. That way you get the most information possible. Problem is, the game isn't free. The beta isn't free. I have to pre-order the finished edition, not even knowing if I even want it, just to play the beta. I mean, I'm supposed to play the beta to determine whether or not I want to play the game, but here Treyarch is saying, buy the game ahead of time right now just to play the beta. And I'm like, what? That seems totally ass backwards. Just to me, for me, that seems ass backwards. I don't know about some of you, but to me that seems completely backwards. I feel like that's a little shady, because for those of you who don't know, this other company called Naughty Dog, they made the Uncharted series. The Uncharted 2 came out around the same time as Black Ops 1, and Uncharted 2, for those of you who don't know, won Game of the Year. And the online multiplayer for Uncharted 2 beat Black Ops 1 hands down, in my opinion. I played both in their in their prime, and I managed to have a great time in Uncharted 2, whereas Black Ops 1 was just a mess. The game was just pretty bad, in my opinion. However, sometime during the creation process, after Uncharted 2, they started making Uncharted 3, and then Naughty Dog decided, hey, let's release the downloadable beta onto the PlayStation Network for people to sample for free. They gave it to everyone for free. It was a limited time access for a couple weeks, but everyone could play a couple game modes on a couple maps. You know, there was limited content because it was a beta. They were testing. They wanted to get feedback and, you know, sample how players would react, what they would do with what, and so on and so forth. You know, and that's what beta should be. Because that's what technically, a beta is an incomplete game. It is an incomplete product. It is unfinished. Why do I have to pay for the finished product to play an incomplete version of it? Not knowing whether or not I even want to keep playing afterwards, or whether or not I even want to play the finished product in itself. To me, that just seems like, I feel like Treyarch should have just gone, hey, you know, for 2-3 weeks, you know, over PlayStation Network and Xbox Live, beta's free, everyone can play it, because it won't cost them anything to do that. They're already working on the beta. They've already got it. It's not like they have to put forth any additional effort into it. It's the beta. It's not like it's going to take a whole lot of effort for them to put it online and to make it so that everyone can play it. They're not going to make any patches or adjustments to it. There's no micromanaging on their part in order to make sure that the beta executes properly, unless for some reason it just does not work at all. That would be the only problem with releasing a beta online, is if for some reason it did not work at all. And if that happened, then that means the game is nowhere near ready to be released later this year. So I'm not going to be buying the Black Ops 3. I'm not going to be pre-ordering it because there's no benefit to it, and they should have already, and the only thing they're offering should be free. It really should be. There should be no purchase required to get it, to play an incomplete product, an incomplete version of the game that I am pre-ordering. I should not pay for the final product just to sample an incomplete version of it when I don't even know if I'm going to enjoy it or going to continue playing it. To me, I mean, I can't be the only one who sees it like this. I'm just trying to look at it in a very rational way. I just don't understand how Treyarch is doing this and why they think that this is a sensible or reasonable idea. I consider it, you know, very unnecessary, and I think they should just put it online for free. Like I said, put it on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network and PC, saying, hey, here's a free beta, download it, play it for a few weeks, you know, and you know, we'll gather as much, because the more, that'll definitely get more people than, you know, it'll definitely get a wider fan base and a bigger selection, you know, group to study and gather data from if it's free. Because more people are going to flock to it if it's free, because it's not going to cost them any money at all or any effort to just go, hey, click, download for free. Bam, that's it. That's all they do. Then they can just wait until it's done downloading and installing on their hard drive, and then bam, they play for free. They don't have to keep a receipt. They don't have to worry about returning anything. They don't have to, you know, be concerned about any loss of any kind financially. All they're doing is just wasting free time for a free product, for an incomplete product, mind you. And that's what it should be. That's what it should be, free, because it's incomplete. You wouldn't pay for something that's incomplete or broken. So why would you do the same here for a game? Alright, and I know some people are like, well, it's still too early. They're probably going to release more content and stuff like that. And I'm like, why are they trying to, you know, because the beta is taking place in August, from what I know. I don't know the exact schedule, but from what I read on some forums and some websites, the beta will take place sometime in August. I don't know if that date has changed or not. I don't know anything about that. But like I said, it's just going to take place sometime in August, and that's all I know. So, you know, maybe by then they'll promise some other content for the, you know, for pre-ordering it, you know, for their fans. But as of right now, a DLC, a downloadable beta, that's not worth it to me, and I'm not pre-ordering it. And I urge you guys not to do the same as well, unless Well, unless Treyarch, gives us more in-game content that we can actually use, something better than just gun camos, something actually tangible that could have an impact on the game. Well, I'll see you guys all later in my next video. This is RadTechShoe, signing off.